versus
All right,
NFC.
let's go. We're going to play this Madden 20.
With captain's
We're trying
picks
to
and
win.
there was no side. I didn't
If
like
you want
that.
more videos,
So let's see if the NFC
like,
can get into it.
subscribe,
Drew Brees will
hit
be
that
their
bell
starting quarterback. Probably a
notification.
little perturbed
Also,
about how
comment.
his season ended.
Don't be scared.
Patrick Mahomes
It's all
from
good.
Kansas City.
Let's
What
go.
a second season for that youngster.
So we start off with the AFC and the NFC, and then we'll go from there. And what we will do, as we're going along and playing, I'll take each team and their schedule for 2020, and we'll see how it turns out and how they say it does, and we'll compare it to the NFL itself. So with that being said, let's try it out and see. If I lose, I lose. I'm gonna try to defeat it. If I win, that's great. If you guys want to get in and try to play me on this online, my name is Knoxoff77. If you hit me up on PlayStation 4, hit me up. Let's do this. Here we go.
All set to go now from Orlando. The 2019 NFL Pro Bowl is underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start in shape as they get it up past the 30. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Brees now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the pass in the running game.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come up. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. An 11-yard touchdown. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
See what we're talking about.
His This kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by an NFC touchdown.
You can take it to the middle.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Right, go.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Double cross.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Cook is talking about Hopkins. Whoever get open.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Let's go.
And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that young
let's go. No.
The guys on the team excited about it. Think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Time for a check of the starting offensive unit here for the AFC.
It's not often we start a game talking about an offensive lineman, but with Quentin Nelson, I absolutely have to do that. The rookie out of Notre Dame transformed not only an offensive line in 2018, he transformed an offense. In fact, he was the only guard ever named Rookie of the Month, and he did so in October of last year.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A first-time Pro Bowler.
First down, let's go. No, get off me.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
What happened?
1 quarter in the books. It's a close game here early on. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
All right, so we go shotgun. Will post drag. Let's do it. Full coverage. Gonna try hit heel. See how that runs.
On first down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit.
Oh, really? I fumbled it. Come on. That's a bull. Get him. Get him. No!
And it's a touchdown.
Bull crap.
Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
PAT up and good by Rosas. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Yeah, come back.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one. Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get up and get after the
Let's go.
quarterback.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Get that lead.
Touchdown. Ooh,
Touchdown,
baby.
AFC. 37 yards. And the AFC able to draw a bit closer. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Extra point up and
It's
through
good.
by Myers.
It's good.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And spins away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
He was down to 25. Yeah, 25, bro.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right.
The ball is out.
Thank you. Got to get that.
Picked up by the AFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's go.
Past the 20. All the way in for the touchdown.
Look at that, baby. You got it.
DeAndre
Get off
Hopkins.
me. Get off me.
With his second
Get off me.
touchdown here
Get
in
off
this
me.
first half.
Did it.
And
I did
the
it.
AFC is an
I did
extra
it.
point away from tying this game up. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I
Let's
don't know if it's
do it.
instinctively or if he did his homework,
Yeah.
that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw.
Get
I
off.
don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
The extra point now coming from Myers.
Luka, got it. Thank you.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18.
Hit him hard. Hit him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Thank you. Back. Let's go back, Tim. Accept.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Bree's going to throw. And this is Hurts with it right side.
Good night.
It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A very tightly contested first half of play in this Pro Bowl, all tied up at the break. And I'll tell you what, this is not the touch football games we saw a few years back. These guys are in it to win it.
That's
as
right.
we send you back to Camping World Stadium and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
Get off me! Get off me!
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done
let's
games
go,
where we've
baby.
seen a guy have a big game
No,
like this?
no.
But it's usually
That
not
ain't
by
right.
himself, is it?
Stop.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
Safety help.
He's gonna
Oh,
run.
got it.
He's
See
got
ya.
a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
We can do it. Yeah. We can do it.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Third quarter. Let's do it.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people.
Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Sack there by Jadeveon Clowney. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, now he bowls him over. A great return there of 22 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
Really? Come on, dude.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw.
Thank you.
And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week, but these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to OTAs, mini camps, preseason camp, games, the whole deal. They ought to know each other pretty well, and in an all-star game like this, key situations, you find someone like that who you know will be exactly where you think they're supposed to be.
Give them 18 on that one. And the AFC has a 1st down.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Kyle Fuller of the Bears up to make the tackle. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go on 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Pass interference. Defense.
Yeah. Except.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
This will be caught at about the score. Touchdown AFC. A 14-yard touchdown. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl.
Get off me.
You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Myers connects on the PAT.
Go.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the NFC back out there. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now, and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them, and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Burks over the middle. Given 9 there on the 1st down completion. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set.
Now that's staying ahead of it.
And it's a fumble.
Fumbled it.
And that's
Thank
picked
you.
up by the
I'm
AFC.
taking it. Let's go.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball.
Let's go.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. first down. Connor.
Get off me. Get off me. Get off me.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, get in there. Get in there.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken
Get in
tackles,
there.
but they
Get in there.
actually
Really?
get him down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. And he is in for an AFC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's do it.
So
Charles,
Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Subscribe. Hit that bell
Nobody
notification
appeared to be
and
seriously
like
hurt.
it.
That's the first thing we look for
Let's
in this
go.
game. Well played. A lot of fun. A lot of excitement.
Subscribe.
I think that everyone's
Bell
going to go
notification.
home pretty happy,
Do it.
especially the AFC since they won the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.